Hi and welcome to the stream. I'm a bit later than normal. Well, later than normal, same time as I was last week, really. Sorry, last night. It's been a long day. Okay, just bear with me a moment and we'll get started. Okay. Good. Right. Well, welcome to the stream. I've been doing a bit of grinding off camera. As you'll see, a bit of a change from yesterday. So let's have a look around. So I went and nabbed some sheep. I found a sleep pet, which is proving to be pretty handy. You just click it, but it needed wool, and I wasn't producing any string or anything else, so put a few sheep there. And I looked at progressive automation, I think it is. It's called. I'll show you in a minute. And I created a diamond animal farmer, which can automatically breed and shear the sheep. I started with 2 sheep. I've stopped it breeding now, so as soon as they grow their wool back, it just shears them. If I can open the box up, yeah, you can see we've got some sheep there now. So that's all looking really good. I've had a couple escape. They get on the top there and then climb over the other sheep and get out on the carpet here. But if they do that, it's the last thing they do before I dispatch them to meet their maker. Okay, sorry, just bear with me a second. I need to cough. Okay, back. So yeah, I've done a bit of work on the chickens. We now have most of the base coloured chickens over here. I'm just trying to create some string chickens, which I have now, so I'm going to hatch that. And I'll put these, in fact, I'll put them away now. So, log chicken. Oh, so I need to replace the batteries on my mouse at some point, so hopefully it will make it through the stream. What was that ink black I picked up? So I'll pop that one there. Okay, so all those hatching pens, they're all hooked up with the Ender IO conduit. I'm pretty sure it's not locked up after I log back in. And they're just doing their thing. They're taking everything at the moment and putting it into this colossal chest here. Last night we put an external storage on here and linked it up to our refined storage here. Also today I've added another solderer. I added the vat just because it looked interesting. Basically it can turn solids into liquids. I need to play with it a little bit more. I really do need to get some liquid XP, and I'll show you why in a minute. I added the sag mill and the furnace you've seen before. I did, however, upgrade them with octadic. Wow, it's been a long day. Octadic capacitor. Yeah, it smelts pretty quickly now. I only need the one. I've also moved our furnace and increased them, so we now have 9 furnaces, and these are all they're just the basic capacitors. And you can craft a Yeta wrench, which when you right click on the capacitor, it changes what that face does. These faces are currently disabled. But everything else is active here. Yeah, 9 million RF. And yeah, it just does its thing. our amount of usage is very low. I mean, that goes up to 10 uh, or 12 at most. So we've got no problems with electricity for quite some time. I put these lamps above the chickens, so the eggs hatch a bit faster. And I also put a feeder in. I did have a rooster in there. Roosters, I don't know the rooster mechanic, so I'm not 100% sure on why they kept either just dying basically or being killed. Not exactly sure how that works. I kept them pretty well fed, but maybe that was the problem. Maybe the roosters shouldn't be full all the time. Okay, so now we have our string chicken. Oh, we will have our string chicken soon. We're going to move on to some of the others. But the main thing today is we're going to crack on and sort out our storage. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also put the pyramids up here. Let me pop up, and an elevator block, so I don't need to use my slime sling to get out in and out anymore. So yeah, I used the architect's saw, I think it's called, and chisel to make these glass blocks, and also a chisel for the glowstone on the top. And I just created these little pyramids. I couldn't find a very pointed one of these. The only one I could find was the corner one, and of course that's a full block. So for that to work, I would have needed 4 blocks on the top. Yeah, as it's Minecraft, we don't really build in even numbers, so 4 blocks on the top would have been, yeah, unusual. Right. So, yeah, plan. We're going to get rid of this. I don't think we'll be able to do it tonight. I don't think we'll be able to move everything tonight, but we'll be able to get the movement of items onto disk started. Okay, so let me hop back down. I like elevator blocks. The other thing I did off screen, I've been busy today. Put another block here. Okay, so I've cleared out under here. So we can run our pipes. I put a mega torch down. I put the mega torch down because while I was working on the chickens earlier today, a creeper dropped down before the pyramid tops were in. A creeper dropped down, blew up and wiped out about a third of my chickens. So, yeah, I had to start somewhere. I get lucky enough. I'd kept the eggs from all so far. So yeah, here we are down in sort of like the engine room. This is our farmer that's harvesting the wheat. It's got everything it needs. There we go. The wheat gets pulled out and into the system straight away. I may do the same with the seeds and pull them out, but I'm worried it'll take them out of the inventory itself. Okay, and this is a new, I think it's a newish block with the 1.3. It's a chunk loader, and you can open this up. You can define how many chunks you want. So my radius is 3, so it's 3 by 3 by 3, so it's 25 chunks in a square. To show you that, I can hit show laser, and that laser will now outline the 25 chunks that covers. So that's a pretty useful thing. It keeps it chunk loaded, which means these don't get backed up. The Ender IO conduits have a real issue with getting backed up when you log out off and log back on again. So that deals with that by having it chunk loaded. The other thing is the the Enderite conduits also stacked together within a block. So here I've got both power and items moving around, coal into the furnaces, and of course power for the furnace generators, and of course power out from them into there. And I've used the highest grade energy conduit because I can, because I've got chickens producing enough. So if the requirement is ever such that I need to carry 20,000 RF per tick on a single cable, I can do that. I'll loop back recycler here, yeah, which is linked up to the spawner or the double spawners up top that we can hear, and that's just doing its thing. We you may have noticed when I opened these up, we instead of putting coal in now, we upgraded them. We put in an RF engine. It's fully charged at the moment. So instead of coal, it just uses our RF supply, which ironically enough is produced by coal. Okay, so that's down here. 4 chickens seem to be ample for what we're doing at the moment, or what we're using at the moment. So yeah, no plans to increase the number of chickens. I like the elevator blocks. They make life so much easier than say having to ping myself up the top with my slime sling. Okay, so here we go. This is our first, should be our first string chicken. It certainly is. So I'm going to take him. And I think, where should a string chicken go? I'm kind of running out of space. I'm going to have to do some rearrangement. That one I think is great. It looks like a villager. It's the emerald chicken. Lays emeralds. Lava chickens. An ender chicken lays eyes of ender, which is really useful. Not eyes of ender, ender pearls. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, storage. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to build some disk drives. What I've done, I've started on the disks already. I've crafted what I need, but I thought I'd show you. Okay, so to start off with your disk drives, for items, you start with a 1K storage part. Now quite a lot of these come from loot bags. Most of mine came from loot bags. So you just need these here. The silicon can be crafted by putting ender quartz in the alloy smelter, turning it to furnace mode. Yeah, redstone, and the quartz enriched iron. The easiest way is 3 iron, 1 nether quartz gives you 4. Unless if you're using mystical agriculture, then iron essence is probably the best way. But I've got an iron chicken, and I've got a nether quartz chicken. So I crafted that like so, and then that gives us these. Okay, so once you have 3 of these, you can move on, and that stores 1,000 items, by the way. So we can now move on to the 4K storage part. You can see we've got other ones here as well, 64s, but we'll come to them later. Okay, so the 4K storage part requires 3 of the 1Ks. 4 basic processors. The basic processors are made in the solderer, like so. This one is just made by putting iron in the solderer, and the printed silicon is used by just putting silicon in the solder on its own on any process. So a stack of these is 64 iron, 64 regular silicon, and then the the printed basic processor and the printed silicon we just put together with a stack of redstone. That will give us a stack of those. Okay, so once we've crafted the 4K, we can then, if we want more storage than that, I mean that's 4,000 individual items, but at the moment we're way in excess of that anyway. So then we can go to the 16K. So you need to make 3 of the 4Ks and use those with improved processors. Now the improved processor is the same as the basic processor, except these are made from gold. So made by just putting gold into the solderer. And that will give us a 16K storage part. So in turn, when we have 3 of those, we can then take a look at the 64K storage part, which is here. Excuse me 1 second. So the 64K storage parts, yeah, I'm back. Which you know, because I started talking. So yeah, the 64K part is made with 3 16s and 4 advanced processors and the quartz enriched iron again. The advanced processor is made exactly the same as the other 2, the improved and the basics, with the exception of it uses a printed advanced processor. This is done the same way as the others, but just using diamonds, so it's quite an expensive thing. If you haven't got a regular supply of farmed diamonds, I mean, yeah, I've got my diamond chicken, so diamonds aren't a problem. So I suggest something like, I don't know if there's any other way to get diamonds other than mining or chickens. So just a diamond chicken would be a good idea if you're planning on making some big storage. So anyway, that's the 64K part. Once we've got that part, we can then make a 64K storage disk, which is like so, or we can make the storage housing. But I'm going to make these like so. So let's see where we're at the moment. I don't think I've made the 64. No, I haven't. I've made the 16K. Yeah, I've got 22 of those. So I really have been grinding. It took a long time to gather all the resources to make that many. And I still need to make some more, ideally, because I want a lot of storage. Okay, so now I can click on those and I can look, see what we need. I'll just add it to, aha. I'm missing something, which I think is here. Yeah. Okay. So let me pop this in there. And we'll just do this again. There we go. And it made 7. There's 1 left over. Okay, so I can make 7 discs. Okay, so I'm going to put these away. And let's make these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make those 7 discs. So to hold the discs, we need to make a disk drive or array. So if I look at refined storage and look here, disk drive, here we are. This is made in the solderer with a chest, an advanced processor and machine casing. Machine casings we made some yesterday. You remember this is just the quartz enriched iron. So let's just check. So chest, advanced processor, machine casing. Okay, let's see if we have any. Yeah, I have a machine casing. Let's lots of, well, not lots, but enough chests. And an advanced processor. Okay, so again, it's not really cheap. I also, for my solder, I've just got one speed upgraded at the moment. When I need to go, yeah, if I ever need to produce discs on huge quantities, then yeah, then I'll upgrade those further. So my disk array is going to sit right here, next to that block. In fact, it's not. I'm going to move that. Yeah. Change in plan. Let me just get some dirt blocks or some loamy dirt. There we are. I'm hoping soon I'm going to get the Tinker Smeltery going. I know I've done a lot of stuff to not have a Tinker Smeltery yet. So yeah, bam, let's put that there. And of course it needs hooking up with some cable. So I've only got 2, so hopefully that's enough. Let's pop around the side. Yeah, I think 1 would have been enough. There we go. So that's now hooked up with cable. If we look at our controller, I don't know if it picks it up. Yeah, it's picked up the disk drive. We're currently using 16RS. 1RS is the equivalent to 1RF. Okay, so now I can click on the disk drive, I can open it up. And let's put all these discs in. Oh, 1 short. It would have been great if I had 8, wouldn't it? That would be fantastic. So that's going to allow us to store 448,000 items. Which hopefully will keep us going for a while. What I can do here, I'm going to select a priority. So I'm going to make disk the highest priority. So any new items will go to the disk. So my highest priority is, let's say that's going to be 50. I plan to add quite a few bits and pieces to the system. So yeah, so there we are. Storage, the disks are now running up. I'm going to, part of my design, I'm going to put 1 there and 1 there as well. And this will be just a little like terminal unit to work from and do some crafting from. Okay, so that's that part of our storage done. So let me put this 1 cable back, and I'm going to get something else. An importer. So an importer is here, and it's crafted like so. So that's an improved processor, which as we saw before, and a destruction core. And the destruction cores are made by taking a basic processor and a piece of nether quartz and putting them together, and that will give you a destruction core. I'm not going to make any now, as I've already done it. But what this will do is this will then import items from our colossal chest here and write them to disk. But I'm very conscious I don't want to write everything to disk. We have a lot. If I look in the system, we have a lot of junk. I mean, just look at all those eggs. We don't need to keep that many eggs. And then we have lots and lots of stacks with bits of armor in, and yeah, all sorts of stuff going on that we don't need. Ooh. 8 times base storage. That could be useful. 3 of those. Okay, the reason that I'm thinking that could be useful is I have a plan. I'm going to use some locked drawers for the eggs. So, and a drawer control. So the drawers will fill first, and they'll have void upgrades. So actually, there will be a higher priority than the storage. There's the stone planter I built yesterday. Yeah, look at all this nonsense we store. That comes from the farms. Okay, so I've got 116 or 14k left. What's that? Ancient mask. Okay, not tried one of those before, and that is a banana split. Okay, that's Pam's harvest. Oh no, Decacraft. Okay, so it's not food. Be getting into Decacraft at some point soon. Because I'm going to need to build some living quarters and various other functional bits and pieces. So yeah, they'll be quite useful for that. One thing you'll notice, I've got one of everything except for gold. Gold chickens lay gold nuggets. So it's a real process to get enough gold. And again, to make this number of disk drives, you need a ton of gold. And yeah, they're just pretty slow. Actually, at one stage, I had to go mining down to the strip mine and supplement the supply. So I brought it up to 4. And they're now, bear in mind I had none at the start of the stream. Let's have a look. Yeah, we now have 235. So the gold's catching up now, but it's still, yeah, it's still painfully slow. Okay, I'm going to take one of those and one of those, and if I go over here. Oh, didn't really want to do that, but still, there we go. Didn't need to do that either. Have I got my sling with me? Yeah. Yeah, I don't fancy. Let's go this way. Because all that happened with the sling is I'll just make lots of attempts to bounce and end up smashing my head. And it won't end up well. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this on extract mode and leave it turned off because I don't want it to start dumping my my stuff. Let's see if we've got any space in here. Yeah. Okay, so put that in. So for this we ignore all the MBT data and everything else. I am going to take these two out because I'm going to get a slice and splice going. So we ignore all the data, we whitelist, and that way anything that's damaged to this extent or damaged at all will just end up in here. See, I also need to, well, as that's switched off, I can go over here. And let's have a look at let's have a look for leather chest plate. We'll get rid of those. Okay, so let's just add that and that. I can put these back in. I'm going to put them in the chest. I'll go right into this. this item filter in the trash can. And switch this to insert. Okay. So we're getting rid of some of those items now. I'm going to make another trash can. And another item filter for it. Where is it? Where's the item filter I want? There it is. What's that one? It's fluids. So I'm going to make a filter. Very simple to make. Okay. And put this away. Okay, so I'm going to start getting rid of these. Actually, I'm not going to get rid of them straight away. I'll put these in here and they can go. I'm going to make some drawers. I want to make a drawer controller. Oh, there's many things that I don't have. Okay, let's start with those. I haven't even got any redstone torches. Okay. So, back to the drawing board. Okay, redstone torches. Okay, that's that. Controller, let's make a couple of repeaters. It does make crafting very easy. It's very lazy using the... and I need to make some drawers. I want to build the 4x4 drawer, which is that one there. There we go. Okay, so we've got 20 of those. And, well, we'll have 19 because the drawer controller takes one. And then I'm going to need some conduit to sort that out. So we're going to put this below ground. I'm not going to put it in the same place as this because, yeah, it's just... it'll just mean it'll have to be moved later anyway. So let's go. Actually, the drawers I'm not going to put above ground. In which case, with the drawers, I wouldn't need a trash can, but then I will need it for some other stuff. So, a bit scatterbrained today. Okay, bear with me. Okay, and so I put the drawers away instead of the trash can, and the filter I put away already. Okay, so yeah, let's go and put these drawers. I need to make a drawer key. Let's make a drawer key. It's that gold problem again. The gold is a real pain, to be honest. I don't want more chickens than that. You know, that's a... I've got 4 gold chickens already, and they're just too slow. They just don't produce enough stuff. But there we go. Can't be helped. So today over here, May the 5th, has been Liberation Day today. So there's a big concert. If you bear with me, sorry about this. I've got a terrible cold at the moment. I need to cough again. Okay, sorry about that. Right, so yeah, where was I? Yeah, it's Liberation Day, as or in Dutch, Bevrijdings. Yeah, I want to celebrate liberation after the occupation, Second World War. Um, yeah, it's a cool day. It's celebrated. Yesterday was um, yesterday was Remembrance Day or Memorial Day, where the war dead are remembered, and at 8 o'clock in the evening, all the bells and cathedrals were ringing, and the churches were ringing, and everything stops. Even the traffic on the motorway stops. People just stop and have a minute of quiet contemplation and remember their war dead. So yeah, it's and then as I say, today is liberation, so they celebrate being liberated. And there's a huge concert in. Where's my axe? There's my axe. There's a big concert in town every year for the region, for the North Holland region. As Haarlem's the capital of North Holland, and so there's a big concert today, and the Prime Minister, Mark Rutte, opened the concert. He was there earlier. It's a big free concert. There was no huge international bands, I don't think, this year. Normally they have some pretty cool bands. They have some from the US and the UK, and it's a huge, it's a big for free concerts. It's this big free event. They're nice, and then of course this year May the 5th wasn't a holiday. It's a holiday once every 5 years. It's where business is closed. But yeah, this year business was open and everything was normal. But the concert's still going on. If I was to open the window and lean out, I can hear it. It's off in the distance. I think it's got about another hour and a half to go to the official end. And then, of course, there'll be lots of after parties and stages set up in bars and that kind of thing. And yeah, the bars will be open to about, I think about 4, maybe 5, so some of them. So anyway, I'm going to look at these eggs. I think I'm going to make some bigger drawers for those. But I'm just going to take 1, 2. Actually, I could just let's just do it by stack. It's much easier. 1, 2, 3. Clay. Red. redstone, lapis blue. So gold, log, red, clay, redstone, lapis blue, iron, tin, purple, flint, light blue, nether quartz, bone white, lava. Okay, so when we come back, we need to get some snowball chickens. Okay. So let me just do some stuff with my inventory here. 1, 2, 3. Well, okay, and I'm not going to do these in any particular order. I'm just going to okay, what's the last one we got to? Light blue. Okay. Okay. Sorry for being a little bit quiet. Oh yeah, we're going to start with snowballs. So snowball, bone white. I thought we had lava. Oh, this is going to be a long process, I can tell. Redstone. Yeah, we have lava and we have bone white. We don't have snowball yet, so let's put that there. Okay. I guess what I could do is let's just start at the end of the 10, 10, 10 eggs. Which I guess is ender pearl. That was the most recent. So ender pearl, bronze, lead, emerald, diamond. Not sure how that happened to my. Yeah, I remember. Diamond, nether wart, copper, magenta, glass, cocoa brown, cactus green, glowstone, sand, yellow, and then maybe I've just got orange to go. So let's find out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lock that drawer, lock that drawer, lock that drawer, and lock that drawer. I'm going to put some void upgrades in them a bit later on, so we can just check. Okay, so that one doesn't have a drawer. Now it does. Okay. Gosh, there's a lot of different chickens. Okay, let's lock that one. We'll lock that for now, and we'll lock that. Okay. So now, actually going to break this. it just attached itself to. What am I doing? Okay. There we go. Have I got some? Yeah. Okay, and I'm just going to take this cable from here to here, and then this one I'm going to disable, and this one I'm going to disable. Okay, so now hopefully this is going to be filling up soon. So let me get some void upgrades. Actually, we don't. We got 3 of those 8 times base value. I have to make some void upgrades. I thought I had some. So once the eggs they're expensive. Don't think I've got that much obsidian. No. So it looks like I'm going to have to go mining again. I'll make another pick and take that mining. So let's we got the 2, so let's just put one in there, put one in there. So they should now both have, yeah, they're both void upgrades. Only 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, I need to go and get some more. Oh dear me. Okay, let me just see how long we've been going. About 48 minutes. So yeah, I'll go for a bit longer. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like I'm going to have to go and mine some obsidian for the first time. So I'm going to put this broken pick away. Let me just do. I'm just going to make a diamond pick again. So yeah, I know it's a crappy tool. I know there's a much better tools in the mods, but for what I need right now, it'll do the trick. I'm also going to see if I've got a bucket. Yeah. Okay. And I've clean lost track of some of the other stuff we were going to do. So let's do that quickly. Okay. So here we have the importer. I'm going to put this conduit away. I don't need that. Okay, so I'm going to put the importer on the chest. And then it's slowly going to empty the entire contents of that chest onto these discs. So that massive chest onto those tiny discs. Need one more cable. I think I had one, didn't I? I'm pretty sure there was one cable there. I should make some more really. I'm just being lazy. Babel. I can't even type straight. I'm pretty yeah, it's getting late here now, so okay, so what was I going? Yeah, I was going to hook this up. Let's just put that on there. Bam! There we are. And now the chest is starting to empty onto disk. Once it's on the disks, and I will make one more, but I'll do it off camera. I see 150 items of 448,000 items. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, once that's empty, we'll tear that down and I'll put a pyramid above it and it'll look like the others. And I'm going to start dividing this over a bit better here. I just want a couple more rows of chickens up to here. And I'm going to plan to do something a bit better with the sheep. Let me just grab these, and there's something I have to make because these animals are really irritating. Sound muffler, fantastic. Okay, I don't know why I bothered picking that all up. I'll just put that away. I'll put those away for now. I need to keep a stack of check. Okay, so can I make about 3 of those, all being well? Because they have a radius. So, great stuff. Cool. Let's put that down. Let's get this sheep off here. Look, you're either going to jump off when I push you, or you'll have much bigger problems because you'll meet my blade. Okay, I'm going to dispatch him in a minute. Before another one jumps on, let me just put this muffler there. And silence! Hey! Isn't that awesome? Okay, fantastic, very happy. I can still hear the chickens, but I have a bit of a soft spot for the chickens. But not so much of a soft spot that they're not going to also get muted. So I'm just going to dispatch the sheep. And I'm going to place this here. Hoping, actually, I'm not going to place it there, I could place it in the middle. Or a bit closer to the middle. Which will be about there. Silence. Isn't that fantastic? Well, I don't know what I'm whispering. Something about over here. Silence. That makes one want to whisper. Okay. Just these to deal with. They're quiet at the moment. I believe they're just out of range of the other sound muffler. So stick them down there, and we get a bit of lag. There we go. And let's have something to eat. I'm on roast chicken this evening after spending some days on juice, but the number of chickens I've had to dispatch to do this is considerable. So it would be a shame to waste them, wouldn't it? Okay, let's see how this is doing. You can see it's emptying. That's new stuff coming in. Don't know why it's coming in there when it should really be going here. Because that's on. There we are. Insert. Okay, so hopefully they'll start picking up the eggs. Will start moving across. Fish is going. I'm going to end up moving a lot of junk, I can tell, into the system, but there we go. We've almost moved 1,000 items. It's a very slow process. Oh, hi Nicole, welcome back. Yeah, sometimes I like the noises, you know. Find. Oh, excuse me, I've got a cough again. Yeah, sometimes I think when you just got one or two, a couple of chickens clucking in the background, and a little bit of the music, and it's just I just find it a bit immersive. But when you've got this number of chickens, yeah, they're not so much fun. They're quite irritating, really. And yeah, so keeping them quiet is nice. The sheep drive me bananas. Once I get some cows going, then it'll get even worse. So even more important to have the mufflers. Okay. Ah no! I've made a big mistake. Let me switch that off. I didn't lock the other drawers, and now it's just picking up all sorts of stuff. Okay. It's okay. Let's put all this in here. Wow. I'm just put that net away as well. Let me the bucket in there for now. They can go in there. Stick my chicken thing up there. Okay, that was a bit of an error. Okay, let me lock the drawers. Okay. Think that's got them all. Nope. Now that's got them all. Okay, let's try that again. Insert. There we go. Good, so in hindsight, what I should have done is probably put the eggs in the same location as the chickens, really, to an extent, but yeah, I'll find them when I need them. I don't. In fact, most of those eggs I'm not gonna need at any point. So okay, so let's. I'm gonna put these. Let's put these straight in here. I'll save them going through into. No, I'm going to put these in here because then they can feed through to the power system, or at least the coal will. Right. So I'm just going to have a quick taste of this rather delicious soda. Tonight's soda is Dr. Pepper Cherry, courtesy of our local expat store, Taste of Home Harlem. So bear with me a second. Okay, delicious and refreshing. And there's an Enderman there. I'll look down quickly. I haven't got anywhere to put my... I'm a bit of a coward when it comes to Enderman. Let's just deal with him. Hopefully he's going to wait around long enough. There we are. Mr. Enderman, get mad. Where'd you go? Oh, you're there. There's something about that. I know I've got Enderpearl chickens, so I don't really need to kill him other than for a bit of XP, but there's something about killing an angry Enderman, and particularly as he was silenced by the mufflers. So the other stuff I'm going to do, I don't think I'm going to do too much more. I'm going to do, I'm going to go and grab some obsidian now. I want to, once the chest is empty, I'm going to put another of these up above. I quite like this this architecture craft, the saw bench and the architect's chisel. Let's do some quite interesting things. It's just a shame that texture didn't really connect, and it did before I put it through the saw bench, but after being sawed, after being sawn, it yeah, it didn't connect, and the corners went a bit strange. There is a block there, but it would be nice if it had the lines down there to make it look from an angle. It looks like a pyramid, but if you look from here, because you can't see that clean edge, but there we go. Okay, so obsidian. I got completely sidetracked. I really am losing my marbles. Let me go and get a bucket. The bucket that I just put back. I'm also still walking around my sleeping bag. I don't really need that anymore. No, didn't mean to do that to my slime sling. I'll have that back. And okay, so let's go and get some water. There's no shortage of that in this biome. And well, they seem to like this. Something about the villagers and swimming. I put all these paths down. And a lot of them in areas where, oh, what's happened there? I guess the guards have tried to take on a creeper. I don't know who won. So we've got our water. Let's go down into our branch mine. There's some lava pretty close to the it, or at least I found the basalt there anyway. And in this pack, the basalt normally lines lava pools. So that's pretty nice. Alright, I've got to remember which way it is. Not that way. It's this way. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just take it from here. Okay, that should be, that's basalt, yeah. Put all that out. Let's put the bucket down. Okay. a bit of hissing. Okay, so I need a way out. Let me go up here, because this is not a good place to stand and vein mine. So hopefully, hopefully, and I've remembered to hit the right key here. So. What the perils of being left out? Whoa, okay. Now, did the obsidian stay safe? It certainly looks like it did. Trouble is going to be now is safely getting out of here. Okay, let's grab that back. Let's put that lot out. Okay. Is that more obsidian down there? Yeah, let me go and get that. That's going to be mana infused ore. Not really sure what that's good for. I haven't really got into it. I think it uses mana. I think I might. Okay, let me find the way out. Ah, it's up there. Okay, did it fill in the way down? No, there's the way down there. Okay, what did we get from that? 18. Yeah, it's better than nothing. I'm feeling greedy. I feel like I should get some more. But yeah, it's not my favourite thing. I seem to die a lot whenever I'm mining obsidian. So. Yeah, I guess there is more lava down there. What happens if I put this here? And then let's break this one. And this one, and this one. Okay, and then I can break this one. That one. Let's put this down again in the middle. The water mechanic on this is sometimes. What a pain. Let's just stick it there. There's water at the bottom there, so anything that drops shouldn't burn. Bam, there we go. Get that back. And get our obsidian. And let's get out of here. What do we pick up there? 38, so that's a lot better. So we can make some more void upgrades. And get those drawers disposing of items when they hit the right amount. Might actually do the same for the chicken manure. I might, I know they're 4 drawers, I might do 2 chicken manure and 2 feathers. Just to have a couple of stacks of it, you know, for fertilizer and what have you, but the sort of quantities I've got at the moment, I don't think I'm ever going to need those. Let's have some tea on our way back. Oh. Feeling flipping exhausted. Missed it. Come on. There we go. Okay, so let me put this obsidian away and we'll make some more void upgrades. Put all that away. Oh, Nicole, I was going to mention, thanks very much for the follow. Yeah, 6 for now. Let's make some sticks. I think that's more than what we need. Okay, let's get these. Okay, so which ones have? That one does, that one does. Too short. Yeah, let me make 2 more. Okay. Using the JI for crafting somehow. You know, it feels a little bit cheaty. Yeah, one there. But it does make life easier. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so where we're at, I'm thinking it's probably about a good time. We go about only about an hour and a quarter, but it's just gone 1 AM here. And after quite a late one last night, I was thinking of an earlier one tonight. I had to be up early this morning, lots to do. And then yeah, I had a day off, so I did a load of grind on this. It's fairly quiet. My partner, Grady Rain, is her Minecraft name. She's in Dubai at the moment, so she's working just on just for a few days in Dubai, which is nice. I spoke to her earlier. Said it's been about 15 Celsius here today. So what's that in the old money? Doubling on Thursday, about 60. Yeah, 60 60 in the old money, and yeah, she called me over earlier and complained that even with her air conditioner on, she was too hot. And yeah, it's been bright and sunny. And why is heat wasted on people that don't like it? I keep telling her that. I love hot weather. I love warm weather. It's one of the things I miss most um, from living in Texas. It's the weather. The humidity, yeah, I could leave, but the heat, I miss the heat. But we'll go and get some today. We'll go and get some this summer. I think we're going down to. I don't know. We haven't really planned anything yet. I think you might. I would quite like to go down to Andalusia again. So, but it's quite a long old drive. It takes a couple of days to get there. But it's beautiful there in the Sierra Nevada Mountains National Park and mountains down there. It's and great food. It's an area I've talked many times about moving to, and we still might, for a different pace of life. And yeah, it's one of the most beautiful places in the world. I'm convinced of that. And Granada's a nice, it's a very cool city, beautiful city. It has the Alhambras nearby, and yeah, so we might go down there for 2 or 3 weeks in the summer, which would be nice, and get some heat, and maybe look at some properties, but that's yet to be decided. And I can hear the revelers. I guess the music finished about a quarter of an hour ago, so I can hear them streaming back, going back to the station. I can't remember how many people it is. It's tens of thousands that come to this concert, and the Prime Minister here is a very popular guy, and he opened it. He did a little talk. He didn't sing. He gave a little speech, and about yeah, and then they opened the concert up this afternoon, and it's been going ever since. They have several stages, and they have classical music events. They have like a regular stage with kind of rock and pop acts and that kind of thing, and then they have a dance stage as well with all this kind of dance type music. So, gosh, I had visions of my parents then, the way I was talking about this modern music that hasn't got a tune you can whistle, and no proper lyrics. If you can't whistle it, it's not music. That's the one, wub wub music. Yeah, it's and that's what I've been able to hear most of the evening off in the distance. It's that sort of that droning bass, and it's not too far away. It's about half a kilometre away. Yeah, it's the music stopped now. There's just lots of people making their way, and there was a lot of people out on boats today as well. No, neither are mine. I wouldn't. Yeah, I think they had many road trips listening to my choice of music, so they had a bit of an education. Um, and yeah, they're not into that. My middle one, she's into going out dancing, throwing shapes as she calls it, and listen to it when she's out dancing, but she doesn't. She doesn't have it in her car or listen to it at home. And Yeah, yeah, I'm really glad my kids aren't into it. It was, but that said, I'm sure my parents were concerned of other things like the stuff I was listening to, sort of in the 80s and late 70s and that kind of thing. And I'm sure a lot of it my parents didn't think was particularly suitable. In fact, I know they didn't think was particularly suitable. And I still remember my mother was furious when I returned home aged, I think I must have been about 14, maybe a bit younger. And I'd been saving up, and I went out and I brought. In fact, yeah, I was younger than that, so they shouldn't have sold it to me. But I went and I brought a copy of the Sex Pistols, and never mind. I don't think I'm allowed to say bollocks on Twitch, but there we go. Never mind the bollocks. Hopefully, I won't get in trouble for that. Yeah, uh, too right. Yeah, they have. But yeah, my mother was furious, absolutely furious when I said, yeah, and of course it had tracks like "God Save the Queen," "Anarchy in the UK," and yeah, yeah, I think. But now I can understand how my mother felt about it, because I don't know if my kids were 12. I remember when my youngest was 12 years old, 12 or 13. Uh, Probably less, yeah, 12. She did the same sort of thing. She went out and bought this album. I can't even remember what it was. Um, and again, they shouldn't have sold it to her. It had on the cover sort of parental warning, explicit language, and that kind of thing. And yeah, it was absolutely horrific. Not only was the language, it was just obscene and then misogynistic and just so many bad messages being sent out about how men should treat women and that kind of thing, and it was just, yeah, it was just absolutely obscene. And yeah, she needless to say she didn't get to keep it, um, but I gave it back to her when she was 18. I kept it and I wrapped it up and gave it back to her when she turned 18. And I said, uh, with a very clear message that that's not how the world should be seen. It's a pretty bad way. But yeah, we all do it. And have phases and things like that. It all. Yeah, it always changes, it always evolves, but things seem to be, like coming back round again. It's like fashions. It's like you see, like there's the skinny jeans, like back to the '60s again. Guys with the long beards and the hipsters, sort of, well, sort of reminiscent of the hippies, really. And then, yeah, you've got the skinny jeans and the smart shoes and that kind of thing, very reminiscent of like, yeah, the Beatles era or the eras of, I don't know if you had them outside the UK, the Mods and the Rockers and some Northern Soul, the rock music fans that used to fight and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's all coming around again. Maybe punk will make another comeback. Who knows? And then people will be clamouring for my copy of never mind the yeah, something I'm probably not supposed to say on Twitch, although I already have. But there we go. Anyway, I'm just wandering around here, just chatting and not really thinking about what I'm doing. And when the tight rolling machine starts. Yeah, I think, yeah, I think I've gone beyond tight cheese now. I think, uh, yeah, 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 it's, yeah, you reach an age where tight jeans are just not the thing. Although there's many people that aren't aware of this, um, that how bad people people of a certain age can appear when they try and dress as 18 and 20-year-olds. And, yeah, I often think there's a lot of people in the Netherlands, particularly in the Rotterdam area, that either don't own mirrors or don't look in the mirror before they leave the house. Yeah, to say in Rotterdam they seem to be particularly badly dressed. Haarlemers and Haarlemers are known for being very well dressed. That's where I live. I mean, I'm the exception. I'm a scrub, but they are a pretty well dressed bunch here, and in Amsterdam as well, generally. But for some reason, the Rotterdammers, they just, you know, they go to the theatre dressed for the gym. I mean, what? Gym clothes are called gym clothes for a reason. I'm having a rant now. I've got myself started. That gym clothes, they're called gym clothes for a reason. You wear them in the gym, not to the theatre. And it's okay if you, I suppose, if you just, you've got to go out or down the shops, do you? But yeah, the theatre, people used to dress up to go to the theatre. You know, maybe not for matinees so much, but certainly in the evenings people would dress up. And, yeah, went to the theatre in Rotterdam a few years ago. Can't remember what I was going to say. I think it was a reading by an American author and humorist, a guy called David Sedaris. I think he's got a show on NPR, and yeah, so many people there dressed for the gym. And yeah, I think yeah, yeah, things like that used to be an event. You know, it used to, if you were going to the theatre, you used to take your time, chose what you wore. You used to I mean, it used to not just be the couple of hours in the theatre. It was an event, you know, dinner and stuff like that. But people just don't seem to do that anymore. They just turned up at the theatre. And, yeah. But there we go. That's my rant over. I'll start getting fired up, and I should be calming down. It's getting late. And, yeah, need to go get some sleep shortly. Okay, I'm just going to quickly polish off the last of this, as I say, very tasty Dr. Pepper cherry. I'll be right back. Okay, that's better. Fully refreshed. Okay, well, um, I think I'm going to call it a night for now. We've been going an hour and a half. And what have we done? We've built a disk drive. We've got some disks in it. We're slowly emptying our colossal chest. Let's see how it's doing. Okay, I saw an interesting looking pet there, and then it disappeared. Oh, it's in my inventory. I'm just adding stuff to my inventory while I'm scrolling there. But no way, what pet did we get? Snow golem pet, knockback, and gives you snowballs. Feed it pumpkin. Awesome. But I don't know why the chest should be filling up. Is it still writing to these discs? It appears to be. Yeah, I think I may, before I go, I think I'm going to, I believe I can put upgrade stack or speed upgrade. Let's, I'm not actually sure what I need. I'm not sure if the speed upgrade applies to everything. Let's have a look. So sugar, redstone, and an upgrade. Okay, we can do that. Let's do that. Okay, let's make an upgrade. Let's make a couple. Actually, what do I need for... Yeah. Let's do 4 of these. I think so. I need redstone and sugar. So, for those, let's go grab some redstone. I wish someone would come up with a mod so your soldiers are connected to the refined storage. So why can't the soldiers just craft with stuff from the refined storage? You know, like in the JI, like the crafting grid. That would make life a whole lot easier, wouldn't it? Snow golem pet. That's very cool. Gonna stick this one in here. Let's have a look, see if we've got anything else new. No, just we've got 2 of these wither pets that I want to give a go at some point in life. Still immune to wither effect. So once I've got my tinkers going, I've got my cleaver and beheading. I'm going to go hunting wither skeletons. So life's still 25%. Yeah, that's going to be worth taking with me. I'll set up an automation with a crafter. That is doable, requires a setup. Yeah. It would make life a lot easier, wouldn't it? It's but still. So I don't know if these are the right things to put in here. I hope so. Let's see if we can speed this importer up. I don't know if it does. I don't know if I need that one or the stack upgrade for that. So. Oh yeah, that's much faster. That's awesome. It's going to take a while. I might leave it running overnight. I can just AFK safely here under the farm, thanks to our mega torch that's underneath. I'm not get bothered by mobs. They can still get down here, which is probably it's not a lot of point in filling it in. There we go. Excellent. So, I think there's one gap around here. Yeah. Stick that in there. I'll deal with that. So, tomorrow's grind. I'm going to clear out a bit more. I'm going to clear out this corner over here. Again, that going, I think I want to do something with cows with there and fluid cows and use the progressive automation devices to milk them and store the fluids. I've yet to get some liquid XP so I can start collecting XP from the mob farm. I've got a mob grinder. I put where is it? It's not there. I don't know if we can see it from down here. No, it's just above there. I put a vacuum XP chest up there, and again, with my absent-mindedness, I realised that I needed liquid XP to prime it, and I didn't have any. I clean forgot I needed that. So my quest tomorrow is get some liquid XP and get that going because I can redo the XP. Oh, input and output 3 and 3. Absorption hopper. Of course. Thank you so much. So, to change of plans, tomorrow I could be building an absorption hopper. I'll be making absorption hopper and using that to collect the items and the XP from our mob farm. Thanks ever so much. That'll make life a lot easier. And yeah, that will be very good. Well, output, so 3 and 4. I guess it's just been harvesting or shearing sheep. But anyway, yeah, hour and 40 minutes. I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go and get some sleep. It's 1:30 here. So, yeah, way past my bedtime. Got a load to do tomorrow. Got all the fun of the grocery shopping tomorrow morning. Thanks very much. You have a great, I guess it's evening for you there now, or early evening. Have a great evening, and yeah, bye for now.